for joining us. We are thrilled to bring to you our first ever Juntos en Casa family virtual event. We invite all to join us for different activities to keep everyone at home entertained. This includes hands-on activities, as well as fitness classes, dance and musical performances, health resources, and much more. While the museum is closed, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as to follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. Thank you so much and enjoy! This next activity is one of my favorites. Miss Kaylin is going to show us how to make tin hearts. For this, you're going to need cardstock paper, heavy-duty aluminum foil, permanent markers, glue, and scissors. Remember that this activity and many more are going to be here in our YouTube channel so that you can come back and do them as many times as you like. Enjoy!
Hi, my name is Kaylin, and I work at the National Museum of Mexican Art as a museum educator. And today we will be making tin hearts, much like this one here. So tin hearts are traditionally made from an art form known as hojalata or hoja de lata. And hoja de lata translated in English means sheets of tin or sheet of aluminum. And so hoja de lata is a type of art form within Mexico that became very popular in the 1500s. And it became popular for numerous reasons. One of the reasons being that it was very accessible, meaning that you can find this in numerous places. This material is very malleable. You could paint it, you can make indentation, you can mold it and however you like. So this type of material was very, very popular in numerous different types of art forms. So I know a lot of us may not have access to this type of material, right? It's like a very thin sheet of aluminum. Though what we might all have access to is something a little bit more thinner, which is plain aluminum foil. And so aluminum foil, if you have the thinner one or the heavy duty, each one should be fine, as long as you also have paper. So what makes the aluminum a little bit more steady or a bit more firm would be the paper that you put behind it. So what we're first going to do to make this heart is that you're going to start by making the shape of the heart. So for this project, you're going to need the following materials: some Sharpies, some aluminum paper, glue, and last but not least, paper. So what we're first going to do is we're going to draw half of the heart shape, starting with a rounded top and a square bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use that same heart shape that you drew and you're going to trace it on another sheet of aluminum paper. And that way they can come out as evenly as possible. So now that you have both of your heart shapes, what you're then going to do is you're going to paste them to separate sheets of paper. You're going to paste them with glue. You can use either or if you have a preference. I personally like to use glue sticks just because I don't like the extra glue going on the side. That's important to say. Now that you have both of them glued to the sheet of paper, what you're then gonna do, or what I think is the fun part, is you're gonna actually begin to color them. You're gonna begin to design them. And this is really up to you, however you would like. You can do flowers, you can do stars, you can do moon, you can do whichever color you like. And again, I also recommend to use permanent marker, just because as we know, the washable markers will wash away. So definitely use permanent marker. So now that you've finished designing your heart shapes, what you're then going to do is you're going to cut around the shape. So now that we're finished cutting both of the heart sides, if you notice that it might be a bit uneven, like mine is. If you see here, it's a little bit uneven. I recommend to trimming it so it is even as possible. This will make the weaving process a little bit easier. So now that they're evenly cut, what you're then gonna do is you're going to make little marks on the end of your heart. So you're gonna make 2 marks so that you have 3 even strips, and this will be again for the weaving process. So now that you have both of your pieces evenly cut with 3 long strips, what you're then going to do is that you're going to begin to weave the pieces together. Now that you have your heart woven, what you're then going to do is you're going to glue these little extra pieces down to make sure that they don't slip out. Ito. And that is the final result. We have our woven tin heart. Thank you very much for joining me and have a great day.
Our partners of Girls in the Game offers program in Chicago, Baltimore, and Texas that encourages physical activity, emotional health, and promote active minds, bodies, and hearts. Make sure that you connect and find out what they do at www.girlsonthegame.org, where you can find short videos on yoga, preparing healthy snacks, and talking about ways to be leaders at home. For today's move around activity, our partners in Girls in the Game will be leading us through some basic drills to sharpen our non-contact football or soccer skills. Enjoy!
Hi, we're Girls in the Game. We are a nonprofit organization that encourages girls and teens to become leaders through sports. I am Coach Violet, and
hi, I am Coach Periana. So today we're going to lead our soccer tutorial, so our nice little soccer workout video. And so before we begin, we're going to start with some quick facts. So fact 1, soccer actually was established in England in about 1853, which is about, let's say, 157 years ago. And then next, so there are male and female professional soccer teams. And so specifically for women, which we're all about women empowerment, we have the Philly Independents, we have the Boston Breakers, the Chicago Red Stars, and the Atlanta Beat. And some professional women's soccer players that you all should get familiar with is Mia Hamm, we have Julie Foodie, we have Brandy Chastain, and Brianna Scurry. And now Violetta is going to take it away with some nice stretches.
all right, so we're gonna do we're gonna have our legs wide apart, and we're going to stretch towards our left. And we're gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna go on the other side towards our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're gonna go and stretch towards the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna go like this with our arm hanging. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're gonna do some ankle stretches. So we're gonna start with our right leg, and we're going to move our ankle and rotate it towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our left leg and rotate our ankle towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to rotate it to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we're gonna do the stretch karaoke or the exercise, and we're going to start slow at first, and we're going to start with our left foot or our left leg, right? And we're gonna cross it over, right? And we're gonna cross in the front and then cross behind, right? And we're gonna do that again and again. You see how I'm crossing in the front and then in the back, right? And when I'm going that way, I start with my left, cross in front, and then I have my left going behind me, and then once again. And this helps with movement coordination, it helps with agility, and it helps with comfort, right? So you're comfortable with moving your legs and your feet, right? And so that you have that movement, right, while you're playing soccer.
Great. So now next stretch we're gonna do is open and close gates. So we're gonna start actually with our left foot. So you want to make sure you have your feet together in your center. You're gonna come up and you're gonna open the gate and you're gonna step, and then you're gonna do the opposite leg. Come up, open, step, up, open, step, up, open, step.
This could be a really good dance move.
You can do the High School Musical.
Yep. All right, and then the close.
Okay, so we want to do it, make it a little challenging and do close gate going backwards. So that way we have the gate, we're open and we're closing, but we're going back with the same leg.
All right.
So that way we come up with this leg. So back center to the middle. So what I was at, we're closing the gate. So we're gonna start in the open position. So your leg comes up and open already. So you're gonna close the gate. Ooh, come down, step back, open the gate already, come back, center, step back. Woo, this is a mental exercise.
Great job. And now we're gonna do some dribbling, right? So we're just gonna take this over. So you are going to always keep your head up, right? And you're going to use the inside of your foot. You're going to use the inside of your foot, and you're going to keep the ball in the center between your feet, right? So you're going to do little taps, right? And then you can pass it to your teammate, right? And she can dribble using the inside of her foot, doing little taps, keeping the ball centered so that no one can steal the ball, right? You see? That's how you do dribbling.
Okay, now, as a breaker, before we get into our next activity, we want to talk about conflict avoidance. So we know being on a team, especially a sports team, that is high energy and things can get intense. So we want you all to remember the acronym CALI. CALI stands for calm, avoidance, listen, understand. So calm, meaning keep a calm voice, do not let your emotions take control of you. We know your adrenaline is pumping and it's going through your body, and so things can become high intense. So now, A, avoidance, meaning avoid yelling, avoid using harmful words, avoid insults, and avoid physical contact because things can result in being deadly. L, listen. Please, listening is important. You all are on the team. You all have one goal, and everyone does not play at the same level, have different abilities. So it's important to listen to your teammates and to your coach. They're there for a reason, and you understand that, like I said, everyone does not have the same playing ability. So if a mistake happens, it's okay, brush it off. You guys got it. All right, so our next activity will be the pass dash.
Yep. All right. So you are basically going to dribble halfway and then pass it to me, and then I'll go towards your side.
Okay.
All
All right, Coach Violet, let me know how I do.
Awesome. And then I dribble to the other side, and we're gonna go again.
Ooh.
So I am going to be the defender. Let's just say I'm the fox, you can say, and I want to steal the food, which would be the ball, right? So she is going to try to get past me, and I'm going to try not to let her pass me, right? So I'm going to try to defend my side of the field, right?
Okay, take it easy on your baby.
Oh, and I got it. And then we're going to do it again, right? So 1 point for Coach Violet. Now you're going to be the defender, and I will be the offense. So, oh, you see, now she got it, right? So now she has the ball, and now she has full control of the ball, right? So now that is how you play defender. All right, so we're going to do just a simple pass activity. So I am going to pass it, and I'm going to use whichever dominant foot you use. You're going to use it to kick the ball, but the opposite foot, you're going to use it to aim where you want to pass the ball. So if I want to aim it that way, I am going to go straight and pass. And I'm using the inside of my foot, as you can see.
And let's see, I think I want to go to the side and do it that way. So, is my form correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, I didn't, that was wrong. I used my toe.
See, that's what happens when you use your toe, right? So let's use the inside of your foot, right?
Ah. Woo. Okay, I got it now.
And you see how she stops the ball just like that? She stopped the ball without making it pass her. So that's also a great technique.
So since I'm dominant on my right, I'm going to lead with my left.
All right.
And
you see? Great pass. And that's how you do a great pass with your other team. Just like that. Do a couple more. Ooh. And always be open. Always have open arms, open legs. Always be open to when a teammate is ready to pass the ball towards you. And you always have to pay attention because you have to pay attention because you never know if there's going to be a teammate passing the ball towards you, right? So, see, and that's what happens when I don't stop the ball. So I have to make sure that I stop the ball and then shoot. There you go. And that's how you do the basic passes of soccer. So then we're going to do another activity, which is called the pass and go. And I am going to basically go and pass the ball in a diagonal way so that she's going to go and catch it, and then she's going to pass it to me. And we're going to go back. And you can start off.
Okay, let's see.
And then we're kicking it in a diagonal way. And then I'm passing it and she's going towards the ball, which makes the title pass and go, right? So yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you, Coach Violetta, for your impeccable teaching. Now that we had, let's say, the finale, we're going to do a cool down stretch. So, Coach Violetta, got any tips on any stretches you think I should start with?
Let's do some regular stretches, right?
Okay, want to do a little lunge? Should we lunge?
Sure.
All right, you want to count?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And I think we should do a side stretch because you know what? The goalies be moving and working, so the sides might be stiff. So we should go to the left or the right. Which way?
Left.
Okay, windmill it to the left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And I think we can even just bring it to the middle really quickly, you know.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so last but certainly not least, before we end it, we would like to talk about peer mediation and peer mediators. So usually, peer mediators are the students or peers like in your team or the class that you all kind of look to as the leaders, and usually they help you all sift through the entanglements and the conflicts and come to a clear, concise understanding. So usually we love peer mediators because they help us become one. So usually you might ask the question, if you are the peer mediator and you want to help with problems, you might ask the questions of whoever is involved, usually 2 or more parties. You might ask, how did it feel for you all to get the time to talk about your side of things and what happened? So, you know, you might have different responses that may vary. Some may say, oh, I feel empowered. I feel positive because I wasn't able to be judged and I got to tell my side of the story in a timely fashion. And then as a peer mediator, you kind of want to reflect on yourself, like how did it feel to actually be a peer mediator? So how did it feel to actually be able to help people sift through that conflict and their entanglements and come to a compromise? Because compromise is key when you're in a team. And the next question you might want to ask those who are involved, did the peer mediation help? Is it a great way or a positive method to sift through conflict? And again, some responses may vary. Some may feel like it's a great way or a positive way to talk about problems and different conflicts they may have happened. Some might think it wasn't a positive way or a negative thing. So, like I said, you just have to work through and roll with the punches. And so next, we just want you all to all remember that each of us experience conflict and we process it and internalize it in a different way. So what we want to do is use those positive skills and our positive mindsets to work through the different conflicts and emotions that may arise and may happen. So everyone, we just want everyone to be able to be a peer mediator, to remember the conflict avoidance, to remember to always do your stretches, because if you don't, you're going to end up with tight and sore muscles, and we want to be able to have longevity in our limbs, you know. Remember the wonderful teachings of Violetta with our dribbling, with the pass and dash, with the defending, with the pass and go, and you know, things you like this one, Violetta?
That's it, I think. But I hope you enjoyed our activities, our drills. I hope you take this into consideration, and yeah, just keep those meditation and those conflict avoidance techniques to help you become a better teammate, right? Because we always want to respect each other and just be a great team together, right?
Yeah, and also to remember instep. Instep is key. You know, once you are hitting the balls with your toe.
Next up, you're going to see an activity from our Yollocalli youth program. Enjoy!
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The weirdest dream I've ever had, I was just randomly in New England, and I was like, whoa, why am I in New England?
So I'm walking through New England because I've never been there before. Out of nowhere, this wooden roller coaster cart takes me and lifts me up, and when I emerge from this tunnel, it starts raining apples.
Casa, or Community Arts Sustaining Academic, provides high-quality after-school programs for 4 CPS sites with a concentration on art, photography, graffiti, dance, graphic design, and STEM. Today, Mr. Cervantes, a mariachi instructor from Calmeca Academy, will be giving us a rendition of Arrullo de Dios.
Esta casa la compro sin fortuna. Esta casa la compro con amor. Pa' que jueguen mis hijos con la luna. Pa' que jueguen mis hijos con el sol. Yo les quiero dejar lo que no tuve. Yo los quiero mirar poco a poco crecer y alcanzar una nube. Yo quisiera que Dios los arrullara. Y un mañana distinto, un distinto mañana, también que Dios les regalara. Duérmase, mi niño, duérmase ya. Yo les quiero dejar lo que no tuve. Yo los quiero mirar poco a poco crecer y alcanzar una nube. Yo quisiera que Dios los arrullara. Y un mañana distinto, y un distinto mañana, que Dios los despertara. Duérmase, mi niño, duérmase ya.
Ay, 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 viva el mariachi. Ay, 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 viva Calmeca. Cuando suena el mariachi, el mundo canta. Cuando el mariachi suena, el mundo canta. El mundo canta. Cuando suena el mariachi, bienvenidos a la fiesta de la música más bella, donde México es el sol, Guadalajara la estrella. Desde aquí, desde Jalisco, con gusto los invitamos a gozar y a festejar en esta fiesta del año. Cuando suena el mariachi, el mundo canta, el mundo canta. Cuando suena el mariachi, cuando el mariachi suena, el mundo canta, el mundo canta. Cuando suena el mariachi. Yo sé bien que estoy afuera, pero el día que yo sé que tendrás que llorar. Llorar,
que no me quisiste, pero vas a estar muy triste y así te me vas a quedar. Una piedra en el camino me enseñó que mi destino era rodar y rodar. Después me dijo un arriero que no hay que llegar primero, pero hay que saber llegar.
Ay, qué bonito es volar a las 2 de la mañana, a las 2 de la mañana. Ay, qué bonito es volar, ay mamá, volar y dejarse caer a las 2 de la gama. Ay, qué bonito es volar a las 2 de la mañana. Ay, mamá, me agarra la bruja, me lleva a su casa, me vuelve maceta y una calabaza. Me agarra la bruja, me lleva al cerrito, me siente sus piedras al calorcito. Ay, dígame, dígame, dígame usted, ¿cuántas criaturitas se ha chupado usted? Ninguna, 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 no sé. Ando en pretensiones de chuparme usted. A la bruja me encontré, en el aire iba volando, en el aire iba volando. A la bruja me encontré, ay mamá. Entonces le pregunté que a quién andaba buscando. Le dijo, ¿quién es usted? Soy cantador de Huapango, ay mamá. Escóndete, Chepa, escóndete, Juana, que ahí anda la bruja debajo la cama. Escóndete, Chepa, escóndete, Jova, que ahí anda la bruja volando en su escoba. Ay, dígame, dígame, dígame usted, ¿cuántas criaturitas se ha chupado usted? Ninguna, 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 no sé. Ando en pretensiones de chuparme a usted. Sin saber se convierte quiero y no puedo negarlo. El cariño que siento es cariño inmortal. Cariño, cariño, cariño.
Lejos me encuentre de ti, cuando quieras que esté yo contigo, no hallarás ni un recuerdo de mí, ni tendrás más amores conmigo. Y yo juro que no volveré, aunque me haga pedazos la vida. Si una vez con locura te amé, ya de mi alma estarás despedida. No volveré, te lo juro por Dios que me mira, te lo pido temblando de rabia. No volveré, no pararé hasta ver que mi llanto ha formado un arroyo de olvido ha dejado, donde yo tu recuerdo ahogaré. En el tren de la ausencia me voy, mi boleto no. Gotas de agua que el sol resecó, borracheras que no terminamos. En el tren de la ausencia me voy, mi boleto no tiene regreso. Lo que tengas de mí te lo doy, pero no te devuelvo tus besos. No volveré, te lo juro por Dios que me mira, te lo pido temblando de rabia. No volveré, no pararé hasta ver que mi llanto ha formado un arroyo de olvido ha dejado, donde yo tu recuerdo ahogaré.
Thank you so much, and that concludes all of our programming for today. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for many more activities, including art activities, dance performances, interviews, and so much more. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and make sure that you check out our website, www.nationalmuseumofmexicanart.org, for more updates on future activities. Thank you so much.